Boom. What's up, peoples? I'm back. Hope the volume is all blessed and I hope everyone's having a blessed day, Fuck. But the sun's always making my eyes water. But yeah, man, I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Everyone's keeping, up to date with themselves, keeping in touch with themselves, keeping in touch with the universe as well. All that lovely stuff. Let me turn off my notifications. Okay, boom. But yeah, today I just want to talk about, chasing the flow state or chasing spirituality. Bro, every time I'm on the camera, I can't pronounce it. But yeah, chasing God, chasing yourself, chasing becoming better, and chasing your elevated state, the place that you want to be in it. And come like a lot of people, they come into spirituality. There we go. Hey, listen. But yeah, a lot of people come into this year without knowing some of the repercussions that it might actually hold in it. So, for example, you can get like proper, like once you get this like sort of enlightenment in it. There's two ways it can go, or three ways actually. Two ways. I would say two ways. One is that you actually start working on it, and every day you're improving your life. You're improving yourself. You're working on these principles, these habits, all this kind of nice stuff in it. Learning different practices, different cultures, different religions. And or you can go the other way, which is now that you know the truth, now you're enlightened, but you still decide to go back to the old life you was. And I feel a lot of this mostly comes from, the sense of disconnect that you get when you start, pursuing yourself really, because all your life, you've always been made to be put in this sort of box, and you've been put in society, and you've been told this is right, whether that's from your own ideologies, your family's ideologies, whether that's from religion, whether that's from science, whatever it is. You've now got these like constraints of belief systems, paradigms, and all this other stuff that's been built around your perception of reality. And once you actually get this awakening to your ego, I feel like it's more so of like an existential crisis. I believe I pronounced that right, Bev. But yeah, I believe that's what it is, and it's a thing where it's like your ego is fighting, bro. Your ego is fighting to be like, yo, listen, let's go back to the way we was, fam. Bun with that. Because now, in your brain, what's going on is that, you've been living in this certain way. Your brain is built for survival. It's built for rational thinking. It's built for a lot of things. It's a good tool, but it's a bad master. You can't let the brain master you. You know what I'm saying? Everything needs to be in balance with your mind, your soul, your heart, your body itself, what goes in, what comes out, all of that stuff. Everything needs to be in balance in order for you to live a balanced life and enter that flow state, or that's what people call it, innit? And yeah, so when we start chasing like things like this, we have to leave a lot of the things behind, because a lot of the things that people do in day-to-day life, including myself, like a lot of the things that we do isn't actually good for us. You know what I'm saying? In Western society, we're so disconnected from like Mother Earth and Mother Nature, and other aspects of reality is just blurred out, because we live in this Western society when a lot of the things that matter is money, pussy, social thingy, acceptance, stuff like that, fam. And it's mad, because those things won't really make you happy. You know what I mean? We all know that, but that's society and how it is, innit? It's a lot harder to work on life every day and work to be better than it is to live a life of despair and just going with the flow in it and not actually really focusing on making yourself better. So once you start actually chasing yourself and like chasing becoming better, you will see that, bruv, your ego will fight, fam. Your ego will fight. And a lot of people think ego's bad, innit? But it's not. It's bad when you can't control it, and it's bad when it's not to a certain like state. Your ego is still in a place of like childishness, because trust me, I know what it feels to have your ego completely go. And I mean go, like your ego definite. Some of you can probably guess where that how that happened, and probably do that for another video. But yeah, I know how it feels to have your ego completely gone, and I'm gonna tell you this right now: you never want your ego to completely disappear. When you see someone talking about that or saying, practices should be leading you, you should be working on making your nah. Ego is a very powerful tool if used correctly. You understand? So you need to be working towards making your ego more more aligned with your higher purpose. You get me? So say for example, in it, say for, like my type of ego is I'm very loud, flamboyant. I don't like being wrong, etc. Like I feel like when someone questions me, that's attacking on my ego. You know what I'm saying? I'm very prideful. you know I like to boast a lot. That maybe that's like my personality traits of an ego. So now what you want to do, you want to take those personality traits, you want to analyze them. You want to analyze what your ego is and who you are, because who you are and your ego are two completely different things. And the more you go down this path of like enlightenment and trying to find yourself and finding out the mysteries of the universe and the world, the more you realize that rather than suppressing your ego, you need to cater to it and alter it to help you beneficially progress in life. You get me? Because the ego is very powerful. It keeps you motivated. It's a sense of it gives you a sense of who you are in a way. Like without it, you literally like. But I remember when my ego died, fam, it felt like I was actually dead myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't here. Like I was here. Like it was more so I was in the spirit rather than I was even here. You know what I'm saying? Like flesh wise, like I wasn't thinking about all the, like I would go on YouTube and like that wouldn't care. Like normally I'd be rinsing YouTube and that wouldn't matter. Try play games, that wouldn't matter. Try call people, try fix up a motive, that wouldn't matter. And it was just like this pure state of bliss and nothingness, but at the same time it was infinite, and it was weird. It was a very, very weird experience. But yeah, those are problems that you can come into when chasing becoming better, because now you're gonna have to start asking yourself questions like, are the people around me really worth keeping around me in order for me to progress in life? Are the stuff that I'm doing or the hobbies that I've obtained? So maybe you have a hobby of, I don't know, showing your breasts on Snapchat. Now that you start chasing yourself, you start realizing maybe showing my breasts on Snapchat ain't the best way. This is just a dumb example, innit? Don't get offended or anything if that's you. But yeah. And now you know what I mean? Now that you're chasing this, form of like you're trying to evolve into a better person. Now this construct of being that you've made that might be Simba. So Simba is me, if a lot of you didn't know. I don't know how you don't know. But yeah, if that constraint being of Simba is now, that's who I believe, or my brain thinks. Maybe me, I know that's not me. I try not to be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be here, or here, shall I say, which is more higher. And I'm trying to be there rather than I'm trying to be this. Even your ego can even be what other people have made you to seem like you are. You know how people will judge you on your past self and your things that you've done in the past? That might not be you now. You know what I'm saying? Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, we're changing. You're never the same person that you was like a minute, 5 minutes ago. You might be, but a lot of people can agree with me when I say, yesterday you could be you was a completely different person, but for what people still hold and still have this vision about you could still be a part or a constraint of the ego. So now, yeah, it's hard, man, because especially when you don't have anyone, you're like, what people need to do as well, maybe try to get someone that you can talk to on a level, because a lot of the conversations that people be having these days, including myself, when I speak to certain people, we'll be talking about bullshit, fam. You know what I'm saying? We should be talking about how, each of us can help each other in life, maybe. Talking about God, talking about the mysteries of the universe, like stuff that's actually gonna, sit in your brain and make you think and evolve you into a better person. Those are so you need that kind of friend around you, or everyone needs that kind of friend where it's like you can talk to that person where sorry about the cut, someone called me, but yeah, so like you need that person that you can talk to about with real shit. It can be anyone, honestly, it can be anyone, because at the time on your path to where you're trying to get to, so you on the path for you trying to get to, like, you know, this flow state, this place where you know everything's going to be all right if you act in this certain type of way, if you have these certain type of principles, basically the place where everyone's aiming for, which is higher, and just having a nicer life, all that. So you need someone that's, you know, probably on the same journey as you know what I mean? Like someone that can hold you accountable, or someone that you can feel that might help you hold you accountable for certain things, someone that you can talk to, you can resonate with. Because what I've realized as well a lot with chasing, the more and more, the deeper that I go in it, the more disconnect I feel from reality. Well, from society's reality, shall I say, rather than reality, because in reality, you know what I'm saying, 99.9, okay, let's say 95% of people are just doing what everyone else is doing, innit? You know what I'm saying? Working for next man, you know, going out drinking every other weekend because you're running away from, I don't know, your demons, I guess, innit? Smoking weed every other day, doing drugs every other day. You know what I mean? The majority of people are just living life just recklessly, not spending their time wisely, when, you know, we don't have much time here, you know. So you don't want to get to the end of it not feeling fulfilled, not feeling that you've achieved your purpose, or attained it even, or even found out what you're doing. Like a lot of people my age, fam, if not younger, if not older, still don't know what they want to do in life. And to be honest, the first day you're born, that's your mission until you die, you know. Find out who you are and live it. And I'm not talking about what other people think about you, what society says, what Twitter says, you know, telling you that you need a man that's over 6 foot and all this nonsense. Now you ain't had a man in like 2-3 years because, you know, you keep building your thought process around other people. But yeah, man, not a lot of things are built. Well, in Western society, yeah, not a lot of things are built to actually help you. It's just built to take. You know what I mean? It's literally chemically, scientifically engineered just to take from and keep you at a lower vibration. You know what I'm saying? So it's even a thing where it's just like you need to be pinpointing all these things, all of them. But the more you do that, like I said, the more you get disconnected from reality, man. And that's society's reality. To be honest, it's good. It's refreshing. But at the same sense, it can sometimes feel like you're alone or lonely, but don't feel like that. Because you still got your people around you and you can still move in a certain way. It's just that now you have a lot more information to go by. You've got more of like a manual that's not made by anyone else. Rather, it's made by you. The only person that knows you, which is you. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you just keep developing and developing. It's not easy. It's not quick. But it is worth it, I would say. Well, we'll see when my time comes, innit? But I would like to think a lot of people on here who are watching this video now think that chasing your dreams and chasing your higher purpose and chasing just becoming a better person in general is the ultimate goal of life. Love is the ultimate goal of life. Spreading it, knowledge, all that stuff is the fruit of life, not this nonsense that we're all into, man. Come on. Not this nonsense that we're all into. Wasting a lot of time, fam. But at the same time, a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are starting to wake up, so it's not just you. You can definitely find people out there. Plus, if you manifest it into your life, it will become so, fam. So nothing really is, like, you literally have everything you already need, man. You do. It's all in here. Everything that you need is all in here. All in here. It's all a system. A lot of people don't even know how to handle that system. So how can you expect to have a life that's good? Because you read a book that everybody says you gotta read. Because you listen to a person that everybody else says that you gotta listen to. Nah, bro. Until you start looking from within, you will never know, fam. You'll rather just keep living life thinking, you just keep looking for, you know, that, the sense of God. You keep looking for that thing that makes you, you know, feel. You know what I'm saying? That let's say dopamine even, that's a perfect example there. You're looking for that next thing that's gonna give you that. You're always looking for it. That's what humans are always looking for. Boop, 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 boop. And that should be getting attained through, you know, the fruits of life rather than technology and stuff like that we've created, fam. It's all still good, because shit, it's a bonus, innit? Like, I can talk to people from around the world with my phone, fam. Some people would have never got this kind of information unless we had this kind of technology. But at the same time, is, you know, it's driving us further and further away from who we truly are. And it's only gonna get worse, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna get better. Elon Musk out here doing these brain implants. You got bad shit going on, fam. Even these Chinese niggas. Damn. With all this, I don't even want to get into it, fam, because I'll probably start scaring niggas on here, fam. I just keep what I know to myself and to the people around me, unless they want to know, innit? But like I said, fam, do your own research, innit? Don't just listen to me. Even the shit that I might be saying might not work for you, but you might take like a few sentences where it's just like, okay, yeah, this is perfect. This resonates with me. I'm going to take this with me, and I'm going to, you know, continue finding out more from other people, from myself maybe, or maybe from yourself too. But it's always a full circle, you get me? You get the information, you relay it around, but it always comes back to you. You're the one that needs to analyze it, dissect it, and find out what you need to do next. You get me? You need to do action. You need to take steps into putting those things into practice, you get me? But yeah, man, this was just a quick video about, I don't know, I didn't really even talk about the disconnection like that, to be honest. But I think a lot of people already know. When you start chasing yourself rather than other people, it's gonna feel like you're lonely, because like a lot, yeah, you know what I mean? Most of your life, you're really just doing things for other people, fam. You're Snapchatting for other people, going to the club for other people, going out for meals for other people. Yeah, sometimes you can want to as well, but the real goal of it is for someone else, innit? To make them feel happy, or make them feel like they accept you. Building a certain, you know, damn, that's a big hole. Building a certain perception. So this because that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of versions of you that exist. Your spiritual version exists, and then the perception of what other people have made of you exists, and that can come in many different forms. A person that I meet today, I'm bumping into by accident. It might now think I'm a prick. That's one perception. Another person might think I'm the best person on this earth. That's another perception. But the perception that doesn't really change is, you know, that intuition that you know, just that thing that thing. You know what thing I'm on about? That thing that's just there, that is basically your compass, in it, on where you need to go and what you know is right and wrong. Whether you listen to it or you don't, that's your own decision, fam. And you know, you can have you will pay for the consequences. I'll tell you that. You will pay for the consequences, fam. But you know, I think some questions that you can go away with in it today is probably like, are you really living your purpose? You know, when you feel that disconnect as well, are you still willing to keep pursuing becoming the best person that you can be? Because the path to this flow state, shall I say, or this, you know, higher being that you're trying to become, it's a hard path, fam. It's not hard, but it's tough. It's not for the weak. You gotta grind every single day, fam. Every single day. There's no rest, fam. None. But yeah, man, that's all I got to say for today, fam. I hope everyone's doing blessed. I hope you're out here meditating, praying, you know, whatever helps you do what you need to do. Going to church, maybe speaking to your friend. Maybe going to church doesn't work for you. Maybe religion isn't for you. That's fine. that is fine. As long as you're finding your true purpose that God put you here for, your ultimate goal, and you're living it, no one can blame you for that. No one can blame you for that, fam. But yo,